It's a quiet but humid start to the day today. We're going to be tracking high temperatures right into low 90s before this cold front swings through. I'll be firing up our threat for some strong and severe thunderstorms this afternoon and evening. Well, latest details and timing coming up.
Also coming up this morning, a man is in custody right now after assaulting two people that police say are his parents. What charges he's now facing?
Plus, changing the way Americans use college savings accounts, what two Virginia lawmakers are doing to give people more flexibility with their money.
And three district teams eyeing a move to Northern Virginia. What's in store for the Capitals, Wizards, and Mystics?
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
All right, it's 6 o'clock on this Monday morning. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
Good morning. I'm Tanaya Wright. We're going to start you off with a live look outside on this Monday morning. Jackie, it's pretty calm right now, but things are going to change later.
Yeah, we do have some cloud cover out there this morning, but many of us starting off dry. It's later on today that we'll certainly notice much more active weather out there, and you'll have to be weather alert later on today for the threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Those temperatures, though, right now as you're stepping out, we're talking about those 60s along and north and west of the I-81 corridor, including Hagerstown. 70 in Frederick. We're starting off 76 in D.C. We're low 70s in Fredericksburg, upper 70s in Lexington Park. But the big story is the humidity. Yes, we're seeing those dew points nearly shadowing those actual air temperatures. So when you're seeing those dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s, that's more of that soupy feel to the air. But that cold front is back out towards our west. We have some slightly lower dew points behind it, but with that cold front sliding through, that will be firing up the shower and thunderstorm threat for later on today. We do have an enhanced risk for some of those strong and severe thunderstorms for mainly our eastern zones, including the I-95 corridor and DC, southeastern Maryland as well. So these are the areas you'll definitely want to be weather aware for later on this afternoon and evening. I'll have more details on the timing of those showers and storms coming up. But Shanika's here with you on Point and Look at those roads. How's traffic?
Well, not a bad ride out there, Jackie, especially just your major roadways. The Capital Beltway is looking good. DC 295 right here, heading north and southbound, right past Kenilworth and Eastern Avenue. All clear up until you get to the Anacostia Freeway. You will start to see delays heading further south, but not bad. It's just a tap on your brakes off of your major roadways in southeast. Just watch for fire activity. Now, that's off of Brandywine Street, right between 6th and Barnaby Street. Other than that, you are free to go.
Thank you, Shanika. Your time right now is coming up on 6:02 on a Monday.
Let's take a look at your Know and Go headlines this morning. Breaking news this morning. Police say they have a 24-year-old man in custody after that alleged assault in Bethesda. Police say he's being charged with assault and attempted murder after attacking his parents. Their condition is not known at this time.
Police are asking for your help to get illegal guns off the streets. They're offering cash rewards for tips that lead to arrest and seizures of illegal or ghost guns. Police say they hope the program will help curb crime in the district's crime wave.
And some big changes for Metro starting today. East and West Falls church stations on the Orange and Silver lines are back open. Also today, train service before 9:30 p.m. will increase to every 10 minutes on the Orange line and every 12 minutes on the Blue and Silver lines. Metro has also eliminated peak fares. Coming up on 6:03, some breaking news this morning. Police say they have a 24-year-old man in custody for an assault in Bethesda.
Police say the man is being charged with attempted murder and assault after attacking his own parents. Our Lex Worst live at the scene with more on what we're learning this morning. Lex, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Well, all of that happening just down the street from me. I am on Green Tree Street or Green Tree Road here in Bethesda. Now, police are telling me that 24-year-old man taken into custody, and that was just within the last 30 minutes. We did see earlier this morning that the road here was blocked off, and there was multiple armored vehicles down the street. Now, police did report that they were trying to serve a warrant as they did have the street blocked off and were doing that. We also know that there was a drone that was put up into the air while they were attempting to serve this warrant. They did get that man in custody. They say that both of his parents are currently in the hospital following some kind of incident that happened down at a home down the street here. Now, like you said, he is charged with assault and attempted murder. Right now, both of the parents are in the hospital. They were taken for non-life-threatening injuries, but they say they were serious. The exact injuries and their conditions right now are currently unknown. Police are working to find out some more information about that to let us know, and some more information as far as exactly who this man is and what led to whatever happened in the home down the street. So, of course, as we get more information, we'll bring it to you both here and online. Make sure you're staying tuned for that, and I'll be back in about 30 minutes. Live in Bethesda, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
Thank you, Lex. Well, flights are back on track around the district this morning after the Federal Aviation Administration grounded all planes yesterday. Now, this all happened because of a malfunction at its tower in Fauquier County.
Around 20 flights were canceled at Reagan National Airport. Dulles International also saw a similar amount of canceled flights, with most of them heading out of the airport. Now, that computer glitch impacted the FAA's communication system at the Potomac Terminal Radar Approach Control Facility. The issue grounded all flights in the D.C. area for about an hour and caused more delays. We spoke with some passengers at Reagan during the grounding.
My husband and I both obviously need to go to work on Monday, but we do have friends in the area that we can stay with, and we brought our laptops with us so we can work remotely.
I'm a very patient person, but when it comes to certain things like this where you have a schedule ahead of time and it's things that hold you back, it tends to get frustrating at times.
The FAA says it used a backup communication system while it repaired the main system.
And heads up, Metro riders, there's some big changes starting today that you need to know about, starting on the Orange and Silver lines. As of this morning, both West and East Falls Church stations are now back open. Both were closed for maintenance at the beginning of the month. The Vienna and Dunn Loring stations, well, those ones are still closed, but they are expected to open on July 16th. Shuttle service is still available on the Orange line between Vienna, Dunn Loring, and West Falls Church stations. An express shuttle also running between Vienna and West Falls Church on the weekdays. Meantime, wait times on the Orange, Blue, and Silver lines are about to get shorter. Starting this morning, Orange Line trains will begin running every 10 minutes from open until 9:30 p.m. Blue and Silver Line trains will start running every 12 minutes from open until 9:30 p.m. as well. Both lines will run every 15 minutes from 9:30 until close. The new schedule will run every day, including weekends. And Metro also implementing some changes on how they charge riders. Starting today, Metro is eliminating peak fares for the morning and evening rush hour. Before 9:30 p.m., riders will now be charged a distance-based fare. After 9:30 and on weekends, riders can expect a $2 flat fee. Metro also reduced the Metro Access maximum fare to $4.
All right, in D.C., you could possibly earn some money by helping police get guns off the streets.
That is right. It is all part of a new community tip program announced on Friday. Our Leonard N. Fleming explains how it works.
In recent years, as more illegal guns have poured into D.C., it's been tips from the community that have helped stem the tide. Last year alone, more than 3,000 guns were seized, a record number.
We have a gun problem that is plaguing our community.
D.C. Interim Police Chief Ashawn Benedict says illegal guns are key contributors to the district's crime wave.
We continue to see simple conflicts and arguments escalate into shootings. This is unacceptable.
Now authorities are offering cash rewards from $1,000 to $2,500 that lead to an arrest and seizure of illegal guns. And tips to locate ghost guns, those put together from kits without serial numbers for tracing, can fetch up to $5,000. The confiscated weapons on display range from Glocks to semi-automatic rifles to ghost guns.
We hear your cries to end the violence.
Craig Calamai is the special agent in charge of the D.C. division of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
We cannot be everywhere, but you are. You see those individuals with illegal firearms before and after they commit violent acts.
D.C. does not allow the sale of firearms. Police say these illegal guns are coming in from states like Virginia, North and South Carolina.
It's just a lot easier in those states to obtain firearms, and they have certain connections, and then ultimately they end up in the district.
But we can't do it alone. We need the community's help when it comes to holding violent offenders accountable and getting illegal guns off of our streets.
So far this year, D.C. police have snatched up to 1,400 guns. And with violent crime up 23% in the district, Every gun taken, police say, helps to curb these senseless shootings. Reporting from the studio, Leonard N. Fleming, DC News Now, back to you.
All right, your time right now is 6:09, and Virginia lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are working to diversify the way Americans can use college savings accounts. The push is led by Virginia Representatives Abigail Spanberger and Rob Whitman. Now, both lawmakers are introducing the Freedom to Invest in Tomorrow's Workforce Act. The bill would allow 529 college savings accounts to be used for career readiness credentials and certificates. The accounts allow people to put money into a fund and withdraw it tax-free to pay for school expenses. Spanberger says it's a game changer.
It would ensure that those who have 529 accounts can use those accounts for tuition, books, testing costs related to training programs. Now we can use these savings for the credentialing programs that a student needs.
The bill has the support of more than 30 Congress members. At this point, though, it has not been voted on in the House. And a new U.S. intelligence report finds no evidence that COVID-19 started in a Chinese lab. The new report, ordered by Congress, is angering some Republicans who argue the Biden administration is withholding classified information on the virus. Now, at this point, the U.S. Intelligence Committee is split on what caused the virus. The U.S. Energy Department and FBI believe the virus came from a lab. Meantime, the CIA and other agencies are not sure how it started.
Your time right now is 6:10 this morning. With summer vacation in full swing, it's really important to stay safe in the heat. DC Fire and EMS has some tips on how you can avoid heat-related medical emergencies this summer. First, make sure you drink plenty of water. You should also wear light clothing and sunscreen. You should also try to limit your time outside to early in the morning or late in the day when it's a little bit cooler. You should also know how to identify heat stroke. Those symptoms include rapid heartbeat, nausea, and dizziness. You should call 911 if you or someone else has any